Hey, what's up? It's Eric Young with PitchIQ inside of OnForm, which is one of the apps that we use at PitchIQ to break down deliveries. It's originally for golf, and we've applied it to baseball. So let's take a look at our man Jackson Merrill here, and get an idea of how to attack a hitter who has no obvious weaknesses. So a lot of you guys have been following me for a long time, and you understand the three-step process of checking the feet first, the hands second, and the swing third, right? Feet first, hands second, feet third. All right, so let's do that in this case. Let's back him up. Right now I have him synced to contact, and he hits a homer on this pitch. Left on left homer, and absolutely tanks this ball in Petco, which is not an easy place to hit the ball out of. Okay, so let's just take a general look at kind of what he's doing here, right? We have a guy who's square at setup with neutral hands. They're not high, they're not low. And he's just kind of standing there in a very relaxed, athletic position with feet shoulder width apart, okay? And just kind of chilling. And so these guys who are really quiet at setup are truly the hardest guys to kind of prescribe an attack plan for. Okay, so doesn't do a whole lot. Little bit of a bat tip here, right? He brings that thing towards the pitcher a little bit. Okay, and that's just a hand kind of loading mechanism that he has that coincides with a small leg kick timing mechanism. Okay, he just kind of comes up about 6 inches or so, and essentially what's the hitter trying to do? He's trying to get into his backside load, okay, and create launch. And he does this really well because he's very quiet and his head is not moving throughout the course of this swing. The head doesn't move. Think about a golfer, right? Tiger Woods or Scotty Scheffler, like when they take this swing, look at that head. It just does not move, especially on the bottom here. Head does not move at all, right? So we have a hitter who is not giving any kind of tells, right? He gets that foot down on time right there. And if you look at him right here, he has weight still evenly balanced between the two, but with a maybe slight bias towards the backside, which is pretty ideal. Hands stay back. He creates hip-shoulder separation as he comes forward here. And then his bat path is a nice long arc, and he keeps the bat in the zone a long time. So in other words, this arc that he's working with here, he has points of contact, maybe not that far back, but he's got a point of contact here if he wanted to hit the ball to left field. He has a point of contact here if he wants to hit the ball to center field. And he has a point of contact here if he wants to pull the ball, which is what he does right here. And that's my daughter coming in the middle of the video recording, but all good. So we got Jackson Merrill, who has a lot of points of contact. He can hit the ball to all fields, and that's what makes him so dangerous. He's quiet. The feet are quiet. Feet are quiet. The head is quiet. And the bat stays on plane forever. Okay, so the only clear way to potentially get a guy out like this, okay, is because he has such good plate coverage, okay, he's able to cover the zone, is to, well, there's a few different ways. If you have great command going on today, you're definitely not pitching to this part of the zone, which is where the ball missed, where he can just drop the barrel and pull it like most left-handed hitters can, okay? And you're probably not going to throw him up and away either, because then he can just slap the ball to left field, right? He can slap it this way or pull it this way with those two pitches, okay? So we need to do the opposite of those. You got to do, oops, shoot, my bad. Here's the zone again, here's the box. You got to go up and in at the hands or paint down and away, okay, if you have your good command on this day. If you don't have your good command on this day, the easier way to break this whole thing down is to pitch him up in the zone or pitch him down in the zone. So in other words, fastballs going to the top part of the zone, and then you want to break plane with a curveball going down to the bottom part of the zone, and you'd want to feed him up here and then down here and then up here and then down here over and over again until you're able to create some space. And then if you can, you go hard in at the hands, or you try to paint down and away and you take your chances. All right. So when you're faced with a hitter that's like that, who's super balanced, controlled, and has everything kind of timed up and has that swing that's just on plane forever, that's one idea for attacking maybe the best hitter you're ever going to face in your life, right? And eventually you're going to get to a point in time where maybe you're in pro ball where there's 2 guys like that in each lineup. And then when you're in the big leagues, maybe there's 3 or 4 guys in the lineup like that. For you guys at the high school level, there might be 1 in the league. There might be 2 that you face all summer. But you're going to know who they are because they're the ones hitting .500 and batting leadoff. And those are the guys that you have to compare yourself against if you want to go to the next level. If you want to play in college, earn those scholarships, those are the guys you need to compare yourself against because they're the ones that are going to move up the ladder with you into college, into pro ball, and up the minor league chain as well. Okay, so have a game plan. Take some notes, write this stuff down, and next time you face one of those guys, you'll recognize it and have something to go to. See you guys.